So I call this video All Roads Lead to Rome, and the point I'll be making is within this hobby I think there's a lot of ways to succeed, and the path you choose, wherever it will take you, hopefully it will take you somewhere nice, where it becomes rewarding for you, and hopefully you will be satisfied with the final destination, or at least the journey there. I think there's a lot of ways to succeed, and sometimes listening to people within the hobby, you get the impression that if you don't do it their way, you will fail. But I think people tend to forget that a lot of different method works. So getting back to the hobby, the path I choose was actually to start up small again with a nano. One of the benefits with the nano is that it's quite cheap. This is a 30-liter nano. That's something like 10 gallons. So, and it's Aquel shrimp, I think it's called, this version. And if something fails or something goes bad, I can easily do a 50% water change if I have to, and that reduces my problem with 50% at least what I keep in the water, and hopefully that will make the corals and that will make the fish well again. Sometimes of course 50% water change can also stress sensitive corals, so maybe I won't be keeping the most sensitive corals here. The other way with this that I went is I actually had a stakeout to see who is selling their hobby off. I'm looking for a suitable project to take over. So actually what you see here is someone else don't wanting to continue with the hobby, and I purchased it. So I purchased what you can see here. I purchased it all except the 4 LPS you see in the front, the A-can, the Favia Dragon Eye, the candy cane, and the frog spawn. So I've already started collecting what I actually want to keep, but I did get 2 very nice clownfish, healthy, and also 1 damsel, a blue and yellow damsel, who's hiding around the rocks. And I also got quite a lot of good rocks. What I was looking for when I bought someone else's hobby was to try to find healthy rocks and healthy fish. I think that's the most important, and I believe I did here. The fish looked healthy, and the rock also looked healthy. Not excessive nutrients, algae and things like that growing on it. However, I did notice a few things buying this. First, I brought my saline refractometer to the guy, and I realized that he was running at 40 ppt, 4% salinity, and I think you should be running around 33 or 34. So he was running very high, and he was using he wasn't using a refractometer, he was using a hydrometer. And what I explained in previous videos, those are problematic. Those are sometimes problematic to get an accurate reading, so he was running very high. I also noticed that there was the skeletons of dead corals. It was becoming a monoculture of these hairy mushrooms, the Rhodactis. And then, as you can see on the right, maybe there is a small colony of very tiny zoanthids. They're very brown at the moment. These were in very strong reverse. A lot of them were not opening up, but now within a week I have managed them to, about 50% of them now open up, and some I actually start seeing some of the hairiness on the zoanthids as well, the hair on the zoanthids on the edges. So maybe I'll be able to take them back. Final thing was that the water was very, very yellow. And I asked him about water changes, and he said he hadn't done any. So taking it here, I started already in the move to do a 50% water change when I moved it, and then I removed the sand. He was keeping sand, but I didn't bring that, so I keep bare bottom. And then already the day after I did another 50% water change, and I did so. I've done it I think five times 50% water change now, and it's looking a lot more crisp. One of the things that was missing was a heater in the aquarium, so that one I purchased. It's an Aquael heater. I like that they have a digital display displaying the temperature, so I see that it's keeping on 25 degrees. He had a stream pump and also actually a skimmer, but since I was already planning to do a lot of water changes, I figured that I'm not gonna bother with the skimmer for now. Finally, for the lighting, it's a Fluval Reef light, very cheap lighting. It works, but I'm not satisfied with the coloration of the corals, so I'm gonna have that one replaced as well. About the LPS, I would also like to comment. They're doing quite well here in the front, except the Euphilia. I think it took some damage in the. It's one polyp splitting into two, and it took some damage getting here from the Reef shop, and already it wasn't maybe doing the best in the Reef shop, because there used to be a second head on this frag, and that was already gone. So let's see if I'll be able to recover that one. A lot of ways to succeed, and to start up, to buy from someone else that is no longer keeping the hobby could be a good way to start, I think, or to get started. It will definitely cut your costs in the beginning. Of course, you will be taking a risk, and it could be good to have a friend or someone to consult if you're not sure if it's a healthy system or if it's a good purchase or not. In this case, I waited until no one else wanted to buy it, and then I got a very good price, and then I bought it, and I'm very happy with it, because actually the clownfish, I really miss the clownfish. They are a very good company. I miss them a lot more than the tanks I was keeping. Yes. Getting back, all roads lead to Rome. I think there's a lot of ways to succeed, and I think we should be humble about that in the hobby, and curious as well, because learning is fun, and we should learn from each other. We shouldn't be too fanatic about you should do it like this or this. As long as the fish and the coral are healthy in a system, that means that you're doing something right. And it's not just something right, it's a lot of rights, because you need to check a lot. You need to have a lot of right checks. You need to tick a lot of boxes correct to succeed in this hobby. In a few days I will take this live rock and I will put it in another aquarium, and with another lighting, with another skimmer, and I will post that as well. So thank you.